Hello there, Brittany.
Oh, hi. Why do you sound like a sick kraken?
Oh, sorry. Sorry you lost your job.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't like working at that bank much anyway. I always really wanted to be in show business.
What kind of show business?
I want to be a singer and have my own backup dancers. I don't have any skills or experience, but I figure with the right attitude, there's no stopping me.
Me too. Maybe we could start an act together.
I don't think so. I'm looking for someone a little more
Piratey?
cool.
Then why were you wasting away at the bank?
I was making ends meet while I put my act together. Guess I needed the push. I was getting too wrapped up in the whole financial system thing.
Hope that works out for you. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I always wanted to get into show business.
Hope that works out for you. Is it too late to open an account?
You're funny, Mr. Threepwood. The bank is no concern of mine anymore.
Well, I have manly things to do in a sensitive way. Bye. It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles.
Ugh, that's not a...
Hey, stop that! What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Sense and Sensibilities, where subtle fragrances from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of Luca Island.
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail-Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive avenues.
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalised by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah. Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nosed pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Luca Island.
Thanks. What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture their authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles. I'll just take one. Hey, stop that! Whew. This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation. That's a nice blue hue.
'Tis the smell of the sea in a bottle.
It's a full bottle of perfume. This perfume has a neat stripe running through it.
Oh, that's new candy cane perfume. It smells nice, and it's edible.
No. Looks too exotic to me. No thanks. This is a very pink and very feminine looking perfume.
Yes, that is L'Eau de la Fleur, the perfect perfume for the most feminine of ladies, or the least masculine of males.
It's the door to the House O' Sticks.
Freddy, where's my new walking stick?
It's right over here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand-carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep,
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
yep.
Must be the guy who makes these sticks.
Yep, Freddy's my name. Been making sticks since you were no bigger than a toenail on a June bug.
I'm back.
So you are.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Blucher Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week. He's been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill never pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Back and forth on the deck of my mighty pirate ship.
Oh, I see. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll be walking with my wife. She's a governor, you know.
Whatever you say, sir. How long will you be walking on average?
8 hours, 23 minutes, 37 seconds.
Very good. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
I'm back.
So you are.
I'd like to take another whack at choosing the perfect walking stick.
Yeah, and let's find a good one for you. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Along sun-swept Caribbean beaches.
A beachcomber. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll probably be by myself.
I sort of figured that might be the case. How long will you be walking on average?
3 minutes.
You should try to pace yourself a little better. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick...
Hey, isn't that what you told me the last time?
See? It must be the stick for you.
I'm back.
So you are.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would you?
Well, now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nosed Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Who is he?
Peg-Nose? He's the greatest pirate thief on Lucre Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons. Yep, but I came close. Once.
No.
Yes, it happened one dark, foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle, and he tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't get a chance to swing. I guess he knows better than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating. So, who is Peg-Nose again?
You got sticks in your ears, son. He's Lucre Island's uncatchable pirate thief.
Oh, yeah, right. Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Peg-Nose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mist-So-Time Marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
Where did you say I could find Peg-Nose?
I said that you couldn't.
Oh, yeah. What happened to his nose?
Well, it's something of a mystery. Most folks around these parts would tell you it was nibbled off by a duck.
Ugh.
Personally, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It'd take a long time for a duck, even a particularly nasty duck, to nibble off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point. So you really don't think that a duck bit off his nose?
Yeah, I suppose it could have happened that way. I just find it highly irregular.
On second thought, I think I'll find out about Peg-Nose on my own.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
It's Freddy's stick catalog.
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
It's a cedar-smelling pile of wood shavings. It is very important to choose a walking stick that fits your body, lifestyle, and temperament. Your walking stick should be no more than waist high and hefty enough to support 50% of your body weight. Active people should choose a stick that corresponds with the type of activity. Boring. I guess I don't want a walking stick that bad. Slightly irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price. These sticks look perfectly fine to me.
To the untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
It's a barrel of sticks. There's so many to choose from, I can't decide. There's so many to choose from, I can't decide. Phew! It smells like dead fish in here.
9 kinds of dead fish, huh?
Excuse me,
Yes.
do you have any bait that could catch a cold?
No.
Do you have any bait that could catch a tiger by the tail?
No.
Do you have any bait that could catch a thief?
No!
Do you have any bait that could catch a red grouper?
For the last time.
Oh,
Yes. That free stuff over there will work fine.
Gotcha. How's the bait business?
It stinks.
You're telling me. P.U.
No, I mean it's horrible.
I bet business would pick up if you crack open a window every now and then.
Why, I tried that.
Well, did it help?
No. In fact, it seemed to drive prospective customers away. That's when I realized, see, that something strange is going on.
Strange? How so?
Well, it may be the chum talking, but I could swear that Luca Island is getting less and less pirate-friendly.
Really? How?
Why, we've been besieged.
By hostile invaders?
Weiss, tourists.
Yikes.
There aren't many of them around today, but you hang around for a week, and they'll pop up like a bloated corpse in a calm sea. Why, they've been driving some of Luca's oldest pirate-oriented businesses into new fields, and have compelled some of our nastier pirates to consider new lifestyle choices. Why, I myself have soiled my once noble bait shop with a cheesy Timite circus in a desperate attempt to get me hands on some of those tourist shekels.
Well, is it working?
Not very well. Insects seem to repel tourists almost as much as fish guts.
Go figure. Is the bait business getting any better?
Nope, it still stinks.
Do you know anything about a no-nosed pirate thief?
That sounds like Peg-Nosed Pete.
You know him?
Are you kidding? Everyone on Luca Island is hired a Peg-Nosed Pete.
Who is he?
Boy, he's the most notorious thief on Luca Island. He's never been caught, and his loot has never been recovered. And his true face, aside from his trademark false nose, has never been seen.
Well, I've seen his true face. It's not pretty.
Yeah, right. And I've seen a bucket of chum solve complex math problems.
Where can I find him?
But you can't. Nobody can. There's rumor that his hideout is somewhere in the heart of the Mists of Time marsh.
Great. I'm off to the marsh.
But no one has ever been able to navigate their way through the marsh without getting hopelessly lost. It's cursed.
Darn. Another curse. Where did you say I can find him?
You deaf or something? I said you can't find Peg-Nose. Not unless you navigate the cursed Mists of Time marsh.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that part. How did he lose his nose?
Oh, that's one of the darkest mysteries of Luca Island. Some would have you believe that Peg-Nose's proud proboscis was pecked off by a duck. But I believe it was a school of deranged flounder that made off with his honker.
That's one of the darkest mysteries of Luca Island?
Well, no, but it sounds more ominous that way.
How does he smell without a nose anyway?
Awful.
I guess I should have seen that one coming. Let's talk about something else.
Well, whatever skins your salmon.
It sure stinks in here.
You get used to it after a while, and come to miss it when you're out and about. That's why I never bathe, see? So I can keep that sweet, sweet scent of fish entrails with me wherever I go.
How touching. Not to mention revolting. Why is that bait over there free?
Well, that bait is nearly expired. I need to get rid of it before it goes bad.
How does bait go bad?
Oh, the usual ways. Falls in with the wrong crowd, starts rebelling against authority, begins dating bait of loose virtue. And before you know it, the bait's gone bad.
I think I'll just look around for a while.
Well, you look all you like, but if you break it, you board it.
Just looking at him makes my eyes burn. Groggy sailor smelling salts. I only see 5 kinds of dead fish here.
That's not our entire selection, you know.
This must be where the magic happens. Caviar? In a bait shop?
Oh, that's just how I get rid of my expired bait, eh?
It's a large, stinky vat of free bait, marinating in bait juice. Whee! Look at the cute little termite circus. It's just like a flea circus, but with termites. That was exciting. Hey there, Moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to. Until you came along, that is.
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke. And nobody on this island will trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
Well, you could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him, but he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him!
When are you going to reopen the bank?
Inspector Kennard won't let me inside, so even if I could afford to reopen it, I'm not allowed.
Why aren't you allowed inside?
The inspector says that it's a crime scene and needs to remain sealed until the case is closed.
Let's break in.
Unlike you, I respect authority and law. No one will enter the bank until the crime is solved.
Then why are you hanging around here? You look kind of suspicious to me.
I didn't rob the bank, if that's what you're insinuating.
I don't know. Most robberies are inside jobs.
Maybe. But all criminals return to the scene of the crime. And here you are.
Let's talk about something else. I hear my parole officer calling. See you later. Wow, Lucretown is a sewage system. How nice is that? I wonder if I can get into the bank through here. Palace O Prostheses.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here they call me Deadeye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
It's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do? Send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you've generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
How about something in a fashionable peg leg?
You're in luck. We've just received several baskets of steady leg ivory pegs with rubber stoppers. They're 20 doubloons apiece.
That'd be great, if I had any money. What kind of hooks are the cool pirates wearing this season?
Oh, a traditionalist. Well, nothing says yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum quite like our Quick Gut 2000 line of hooks. Today we're having a sale. Buy one hook for 30 doubloons and get a replacement hook for free.
That's a little bit out of my range. What have you got in affordable prosthetic hands?
Well, if you're not too discriminating, there's a basket of slightly malformed redwood hands over there. We're letting them go at 5 doubloons a pop.
Gee, that does sound good. Almost wish I was carrying some money. Frankly, I'm in the market for a prosthetic nose.
Sorry, we're fresh out. It's shocking how quickly my regular customers blow through those things.
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry. Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Eventually, she followed her heart and married a quantum physicist from Azusa. Who wants to marry a pirate anyway? The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a top-of-the-line Pumpmaster Omega brand artificial heart. They were all the rage a couple of years back, before the screws started rusting.
I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad. Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Hey, does the smell in this hanky remind you of anything or anybody?
Oh, no. Let me see. No, I don't really smell much of anything in it.
What do you mean? I thought blind people's...
Hey, visually challenged.
sorry. I thought visually challenged people's other senses become enhanced to offset the lack of vision. I mean, I have a fully functioning set of eyes, and even I can smell the foul odor coming off this hanky.
Well, that only applies when my nose is clear. I've kind of got a little bit of a cold and stuffed nose, so I can't smell much right now. If you really need to make use of my amazing odor divining abilities, you're gonna have to find a way to give me an amplified version of this smell.
Like how?
Just follow your nose.
It's an empty perfume spritzer. There's nothing in this bottle.
You're back, eh? Can't resist the smell of fresh bait, huh?
If that's fresh, I don't want to know what old bait smells like. It's a large, stinky vat of free bait, marinating in bait juice.
Hey, take that outside. You're scaring me bait.
Oh, it'll only take a minute. It's a little perfume spritzer with a bunch of stuff in it. This almost smells like that hanky, except the hanky smells more like hamster bedding, more pleasant, and more mucky. There, that should make the concoction smell interesting. It's a pleasant-smelling flower.
This fountain gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's locked. That's a very small door.
Hey! Who are you? And what are you doing in my house?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
A pirate? I hate pirates. My name is Ozzy. Ozzy Mandrill.
That name sounds familiar. Aren't you the forgotten member of a famous country western singing clan?
Don't play the gink with me, Threepwood.
Who's playing?
Well then, allow me to illuminate the dingy corners of your mind. Ozzy Mandrill is a businessman, a capitalist, a real estate developer. I'm also the future king of the Caribbean.
Hey, you're the guy who's trying to buy out the scum bar.
The Scum Bar? That's just the tip of the aardvark. I'm gonna buy the whole Caribbean.
Why are you buying up all the land in the Caribbean?
Because I'm a man with a vision.
You too? What are yours like?
I see a Caribbean freed from the chaotic plundering of grog-swilling pirates. A Caribbean made safe for the orderly consumerism of family-oriented themed restaurants and resorts. A Caribbean scrubbed clean of filth. A Caribbean you'd be proud to take home to your mother.
Gee, mine are mostly about ice cream. And how do all my pirate friends fit into your capitalist utopia?
They'll be retrained.
Retrained?
Yes, the service-based economies of tomorrow's Caribbean will need legions of waiters, janitors, maids, and dishwashers.
But what about pirates who don't want to be waiters, janitors, and dishwashers?
What makes you think they'll have a choice?
And how do the dozens of pirate support industries fit into your scheme?
They'll be torn down, of course. No more will these islands be cursed with a blight of run-down watering holes, murky voodoo shops, and disease-ridden houses of ill repute. Instead, our streets will be decorated with classy art houses, whimsical theme restaurants, and upscale knick-knack shops.
But what about the stores that won't sell out?
They always sell out, eventually.
But what about the children?
What about them?
I don't know, just thought I'd ask. I'm tired of discussing your warped dreams.
And I'm tired of discussing them.
What's your beef with pirates?
Well, for one thing, pirates smell. The only thing that smells worse than a pirate is two pirates. It's enough to make a man park a tiger on the rug.
Yeah, right. Is there anything else you hate about pirates?
Not much.
Oh?
Other than the fact that they're an uncouth subculture of illiterate yobbos who make it impossible for a hard-working businessman to earn an honest quid without worrying about being sacked and or pillaged. Not much, really.
What's with all the dead animals?
I like having them around. They remind me of where I came from.
Burbank?
Australia, you ninny.
Oh. My navigator tells me that you're pretty good with an insult.
Pretty good? Listen, Kittywink, I'll have you know that my insults have finished off over 500 hostile takeovers. There isn't a man alive or dead who can withstand the might of my withering barbs.
I bet I can beat you.
Oh, really? And what stakes do you propose?
On second thought, I don't want to fight you now.
Maybe you're not as stupid as you look.
Well, I'll be seeing you later.
Not too soon, I hope.
Poor thing. Poor, ferocious, man-eating giant ostrich. I'll bet there's just more creepy stuffed relics behind this door. Poor thing. Poor defenseless giant platypus. Poor thing. Poor dim-witted giant koala. Poor thing. Poor endangered giant wombat. It's a stinky puddle of swamp water. I've always wanted swamp-scented perfume. I've already got some of that. This almost smells like that hanky, except the hanky smells more pleasant. There, that should make my concoction smell better. Hey, this smells exactly like that hanky, only stronger.
It's a crude raft.
It's locked. I don't think I'm making any progress here. These swamps are confusing the bejeebers out of me. I think I need some sort of compass to navigate these marshes. I feel like I'm going in circles.
That's an all too familiar smell. Guess I can't complain though, since Dopey Q Memoryless is my best customer.
Dopey Q Memoryless.
The man regularly buys prosthetic noses from me.
Really? He's my, really good friend. Yeah. I lost track of him and, missed him so much that I made a little odor potion to remind me of him.
Okay, too much information. I have a strict rule of don't ask, don't smell.
Well, anyways, if you know where I can find my, friend, that'd be very helpful.
Oh yeah, sure. He lives out past the Mists of Time marsh. You can't get through there though without the directions he gave me, and it's filed away someplace in my Filomatic system.
Well, let's go get that file.
I can't. Pongo, my filing monkey, ran away a while back. He was the only one who knew how to run the Filomatic. As a result, I have no idea how to retrieve the map. But if you can figure it out, feel free. The controls are right here.
There are directions to Peg-Nosed Pete's house. Weird. Looks more like a train schedule to me. Let's see. Blah blah blah, Lucre Bank. Yada yada, safe deposit chest. Deed to the mansion. Wedding gifts, good. Ultimate in yours truly. There are directions to Peg-Nosed Pete's house. Weird. Looks more like a train schedule to me.
It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
It's a wooden hand.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well then, you'd best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
Do you mind if I turn this on? I said, do you mind if I turn this on? Guess not.
It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
Did I hear something?
Nope, just the haunting melodies of my music box.